matter what people tell you, words and ideas can the world. There is still a lot to, and there is always great stuff out there. Even mistakes can be wonderful. If women ran the world, we wouldn't have wars, just intense negotiations every 28 days. Everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Always. Seize the day, because, believe it or not, each and every one of us in this room is one day going to stop. You must strive to find your own voice, because the longer you wait to begin, the less likely you are to find it at all. Crying never helped anybody do anything. Okay, you have a problem, you face it like a man. There's no shame in failing. The only shame is not giving things your best shot. I try to make sense of things, which is why, I guess, I believe in destiny. There must be a reason that I am as I am. There must be. Our job is improving the quality of life, not just delaying death. There are no rules. Just follow your heart. Please, don't worry so much, because in the end none of us have very long on this earth. Life is fleeting. Real loss is only possible when you something more than you love yourself. Sometimes you got to specifically go out of your way to get into trouble. It's called fun. Being in the same room with people and creating something together is a good thing. To be free, such a thing would be greater than all the magic and all the treasures in all the world. Never say goodbye, because saying goodbye means going away, and going away means forgetting. You're only given a little spark of madness. You mustn't lose it. My children give me a great sense of wonder, just to see them develop into these extraordinary human beings. Yes, divorce from the Latin word meaning to rip out a man's genitals through his wallet. I always thought the idea of was to learn to think for yourself. Never pick a fight with an ugly person. They've got nothing to lose. When you have a great audience, you can just keep going and finding new things. The things we the most have already happened to us. I do believe in. It's wonderful, especially love third time around. It's even more precious. It's kind of amazing. But if there's, dear, those are the ties that bond, and you'll have a family in your heart forever. What's right is what's left if you do everything else wrong. On stage you're free. You can say and do things that if you said and did any place else, you'd be arrested. All it takes is a beautiful fake smile to hide an injured soul. Is the best teacher. Unfortunately, it kills all of its students. Some are born great. Some achieve greatness. Some get it as a graduation gift. But only in there can men be truly free. It was always thus, and always thus will be. Being a famous print journalist is like being the best-dressed woman on radio. Sometimes you can have a whole lifetime in a day and never notice that this is as beautiful as it gets. For a while you get mad, then you get over it. Gentiles are people who eat mayonnaise for no reason. Divorce is expensive. I used to joke they were going to call it all but they changed it to alimony. You will have bad, but they will always wake you up to the stuff you weren't paying attention to. I love kids, but they are a tough audience. Sometimes you have to make a movie to make. Death is nature's way of saying, your table is ready. Good people end up in hell because they can't themselves. If heaven exists, to know that that would be a great thing. I like my women ready to pass out. I had sex with a prostitute when I was 21. I was so bad, she gave me a refund. I'm a very tolerant man, except when it comes to holding a grudge. People say satire is dead. It's not dead. It's alive and living in the White House. I'm sorry. If you were right, I'd agree with you. There's a world out there. Open a window, and it's there. A human life is just a heartbeat in heaven. We've had cloning in the South for years. It's called cousins. The Second Amendment says we have the right to bear arms, not to bear artillery. Reality is just a crutch for people who can't cope with drugs. Golf is a game where white men can dress up as black pimps and get away with it. As an alcoholic, you will violate your standards quicker than you can lower them. You're still young. Being a true loser takes years of inaptitude.